As I mentioned at the top of the program yesterday, Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley released an FBI document containing allegations that then Vice President Biden and his son Hunter coerced a Ukrainian businessman to pay them literally millions of dollars in exchange for their help getting a Ukrainian prosecutor fired. I want to play this clip again. Clip 2, please.
I said, you're not getting the billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, got fired.
It's unbelievable. That was President Biden in 2018, literally unable to help himself from bragging about that event. In response to Grassley's release, the calls for impeachment. The president and proceedings therein continue to grow. And joining me now to discuss this is Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. She serves on the House Oversight and Accountability Committee, and she represents the 3rd District from the great state of Colorado. Congresswoman Boebert, great seeing you. Welcome to Washington Watch.
Jody, it is such a blessing to see you. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, it's our honor indeed. All right, let's jump right into this. You sent a motion for articles of impeachment to 2 committees last month. I think you're a little ahead of the game, but look at what all has transpired. And you were doing it then, as I understand it, over Biden's mismanagement at the border. But now the swelling of there's now literally a chorus that's chiming in to impeachment due to the corruption allegations. Your thoughts?
Yes. So I saw the FD 1023s with Joe Biden and showing this bribery scheme with the Ukrainian oligarch, $5 million to Hunter Biden, $5 million to Joe Biden. And I saw all the corruption that was going on there. But I knew that Chairman Jamie Comer wanted to have more information, more details. So no one could say that we were going about this in a manner that was irresponsible. He wanted all the facts. He wanted the Oversight Committee to have investigations. And I said, this guy's got to go. And if anything, for the destruction of our southern border, at the stroke of a pen, he opened our southern border wide for all to come in. We have criminal aliens coming over, terrorists, known terrorists on the watch list that are coming over. We have tens of thousands of children who are going missing, fentanyl poisoning that is killing hundreds of thousands of Americans. I mean, this is absolutely devastating. And this dereliction of duty warrants impeachment. And so I brought up a privileged motion to impeach Joe Biden. And Jody, you know how the House works better than anyone does. A lot of Republicans got upset because they were going to be put on the spot with a straight up and down vote to impeach or not impeach Joe Biden. And we came to an agreement that if the committees actually did their job with an impeachment inquiry, I would allow it to go to committee. But I also stated, if I do not see this impeachment inquiry gaining momentum and actually having hearings and investigations, then we will bring up another privileged resolution, a privileged motion, and have that straight up and down vote. But Jody, now that we are seeing so much more information, we had the whistleblowers, these IRS criminal investigators come before the Oversight Committee this past week. They're very credible men, and they had so much detail about the financial transactions, the 20 shell companies, over $17 million they're seeing from our foreign adversaries, China, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, all of this that is coming out. And once again, Jody, I am very tempted to just bring up a privileged motion to impeach him. We have the information that we need. We have the facts. We have these IRS whistleblowers, these criminal investigators. We have our own research, and the American people are tired of having someone who is compromised in the White House without any justice.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I want to thank you for your incredible leadership on this. And it is, I think, just poetic justice that, and it is enough to me as well, to bring forth articles over the disaster, the deliberate disaster on the border. But now it's just gotten bigger and bigger. We've only got a couple of minutes left, Congresswoman. Let me ask you this real quickly, because this is an important thing. I think some people out there think this is just another political ploy. We now have, it doesn't matter who the president is, the opposite party is going to try to impeach. We have to address this with the public. When President Trump was impeached, conservatives reasonably noticed that Democrats were politicizing the legitimate function of Congress, but this is different. There's evidence. I mean, the facts are here. Respond to that real quickly.
Yes, well, President Trump was impeached by House Democrats over Joe Biden's crimes. Joe Biden was the one with the quid pro quo, withholding aid in order to fire Stoken. He wanted this prosecutor fired. He withheld aid, foreign aid, until that actually happened, and then bragged. And President Trump just simply said, hey, I think you guys should look into this. As he likes to call it, it was a perfect phone call. And House Democrats did not like one of their own being exposed with this corruption. And so they impeached President Trump for someone in their party's actions. And we still are seeing this. He's still being indicted for crimes that Democrats are guilty of, whether that's holding classified documents in garages behind Corvettes or whatever it may be. President Trump, had the authority to have classified documents. He was president. He could declassify. And Joe Biden had these from being a senator.
We're going to have to leave
everything
it
that
there.
they're guilty of, they go after him for, and they politicize the process.